Carol's Daughter Productions presents St. Jane and the Wicked Wicks, Episode 1. Written, composed, and produced by Kristin Lems. Directed by Douglas Post.
Don't have many memories I want to bring back. I've made quite a mess of my life. I remember each baby I held in my arms, even if it was only one night. But my grandmother's garden, it beckoned to me, saying beauty is here all around. An apron full of flowers can fill all your hours, even if they then fall to the ground. An apron full of flowers can fill all your hours, even if they then fall to the ground. Taken back to Chicago when my grandmother died. Though she loved me, she had not changed her will. In a tenement slum, beaten till I was numb, sent to work at 11, grew ill. But my dear Gram, she told me she never did scold me. A flower grows deep in your soul, and my apron full of flowers we cherish for hours. Their elegant grace made me whole, and my apron full of flowers we cherish for hours. Their elegant grace made me whole. I don't believe in heaven, but I do believe in hell. But hell doesn't start when you die. It's here and it's now, and I just don't know how to escape. Jesus knows how I try. Just one bright memory can comfort me now, from the time when my life had a plan. An apron full of flowers in the garden for hours, picked with joy to give to my Gram. An apron full of flowers in the garden for hours, picked with joy to give to my Gram.
I'm Nellie Wicks, and that's my song. It's about my struggles and my sorrows, but also some joys, mostly because I found Hull House by accident and met a precious friend, Jane Addams, when I was 12 years old.
Who could that be? Ellen, could you pull aside the curtain and see who it is?
Oh, Jane, there's a girl standing at the door, alone.
10:30. What could she want?
We are probably the only ones with lamps burning at this hour.
Just like our seminary days, Ellen. Yes, young lady? Come in.
Thank you, ma'am. I saw your light. It's my mother. Her time has come. She's having a baby, and he is beating her. He's got the snakes.
Who's that?
My pa. He's out of his head from drink. Can you send some men over to stop him?
Here, dear, put on this shawl. March nights in Chicago are cold.
Thank you, ma'am.
You say your father is beating your mother? Where are they?
Across the street. We're above the candy store, 801 Halstead.
And your mother is in labor. Is anyone... What did you say your name was, dear?
I'm Nellie. Nellie Wicks.
Nellie, is anyone with your mother now?
Just Pa. My brothers are out picking up wood. Pa was kicking and punching her, and he started after me.
Can you get your brothers to stop him?
They might be anywhere. Besides, George, he's a bookworm, and he's no good for fighting. And Jean's too short to put up fists against that raging beast.
Then we must call the police.
Last time they came, he popped the buttons off a copper's coat. They couldn't get back in the paddy wagon fast enough.
Oh, dear.
If your mother is giving birth, we must also fetch a doctor.
He doesn't like doctors either.
But we are not ready to deliver a baby.
Nellie, here, take this money, find a cab, and tell him to bring a doctor from Lying In Hospital.
This is $1.
Yes, it will cover 2 trips, to go to Lying In and find the doctor and bring the doctor back here, and it's late at night.
Oh, thank you, Miss...
I'm Jane Addams.
And I'm Ellen Starr, Nellie.
Thank you, Miss Addams. And Miss Starr.
How are we going to hold back a raging beast and deliver a baby at the same time?
Julia!
I heard the commotion from the library. A raging beast? A baby?
I almost forgot you were working here. You work too hard, Julia.
You would certainly know about that.
We have a spinning wheel demonstration in the morning. Our volunteers need instructions.
To the point, Julia. A girl from across the street came begging for help. Her father is beating her mother, who is in labor. Jane sent her to find a cab to get a doctor.
Have you called the police?
I'll go and do that now.
I called them only yesterday about a fracas on Blue Island. Imagine 2 grown men throwing fists over a wheelbarrow.
How often the poor seem greedy when they're only needy. How did it end up?
I found the men a second wheelbarrow, and it was resolved before they even arrived. I had to convince them not to arrest the men, who desperately needed it to move some bricks, and neither spoke the other's language.
Good diplomacy. But, Julia, what will we do if this woman has the baby before the doctor arrives?
We'll simply yank the baby out, cut the cord, and give it a few slaps. Farm women deliver babies every day in Cedarville.
But we're not farm women.
We can do it. Don't you know that common sense can rise to the occasion? We can do it.
Can we do it?
Often being well prepared can be the best persuasion. We can do it.
Can we do it?
Gather scissors, soap and towel, some iodine and rags. Don't forget the basin, pack them quickly in these bags. We can do it.
We will do it.
The police are familiar with 801 Halstead and are coming with a paddy wagon and 4 officers. They asked if it concerned a wheelbarrow.
I called them about those bricklayers I told you about. We worked it out before they got there. But that was yesterday.
Yes, this is a new day, or rather new night.
Jane, we're gathering supplies in case we need to be midwives.
Oh, good idea. For all we know, the room might be completely empty.
Where's the girl?
She's supposed to be sending the cab. Let me check outside.
Could the girl's father be that awful red-faced man?
The one who swaggers down the middle of Halstead, swinging his axe as the children scatter in terror?
Must be the one. How will we manage him until the police arrive?
Maybe Jane will know a way. She could talk an arrow back into its quiver.
It just makes me quiver.
At least there are 3 of us. And the girl.
Nellie didn't know how to get a cab. I flagged one and sent it to the hospital. She's waiting for us by their stairs.
Let's go.
Couldn't we wait for the police?
Every minute counts. When life offers danger, we must meet it with courage.
Can courage ward off a raging beast?
Certainly. Courage and stern words.
But how can we protect ourselves?
How about wielding these umbrellas? We can serve our neighborhood with courage and with passion. We can do it.
We can do it.
Elevate the culture and make social work a fashion. We can do it.
We can do it.
Let's push up our sleeves and we'll somehow find a way.
Brandish our umbrellas, holding obstacles at bay. We can do it.
We will do it.
We can do it. We will do it.
Three Musketeers.
En garde, umbrella warriors!
À la guerre!
Thank you for letting me rest here, Miss Adams. I'm about fit to collapse.
It was a long night, but a happy outcome, wasn't it, Nellie? A sweet little brother.
Yes, Miss Adams. You and the brave lady saved the day.
For all his violent bluster, your father couldn't get past our umbrellas.
He called them bats, and you chased him away without the cops.
Yes, he was long gone by the time they arrived. But since the doctor is still there, I can give you a little rest here.
Your room is so peaceful and pretty. And this pretty blue dressing gown? My Gram used to have one like this.
A little big for you, but it will do in a pinch.
And the warm milk. Thank you, Miss Adams. I'm sorry Ma said those awful things to you.
Oh, no need to explain. Women say many things when they are in labor.
Ma's always like that. That's why Gram took me to Rochester as a baby, to escape this hell on earth, as she called it. That is, until the day that ended all my happiness, September 18th, 1888.
September 18th?
That day, Gram fell down the Opera House steps. She died a week later.
Oddly, Nellie, September 18th is a memorable day for me too, but a happy one. Exactly 1 year later, September 18th, 1889, was the day we opened Hull House.
What house?
Of course. How would you know? Hull House, this building, this settlement. Miss Starr and I purchased the house, and we live here. Miss Lathrop, the umbrella lady, will be moving in soon, joining several others. We've settled here to offer service to this neighborhood, to neighbors just like you.
I see ladies that look like my Gram coming in and out, but I don't know what it's about. What do you do?
Hull House is a settlement house. We offer classes and clubs, a public kitchen, meeting rooms, English classes for immigrants, bookbinding, hot showers. Your mother could bring little Walter here on a Saturday morning when the Italian mothers come to wash their babies.
Hot showers? Could I take a shower? Ma only allows me 1 sponge bath a week.
Yes, of course. Poor child. How did you end up back in Chicago?
When Gram was dying, my ma suddenly showed up at her bedside, her very first visit. I didn't even know who she was. She thought she'd get an inheritance, but Gram had taken her out of the will years before, after Ma ran away with a carny.
Carny? A carnival roustabout?
Yes. Pa put up carnival rides before he became a latherer. Instead of an inheritance, Ma ended up with another mouth to feed. Me.
Didn't your grandmother's will provide for you, dear?
Even though she told me she was going to include me in her will, she died before she finished changing it. So instead of becoming a proper lady, I got sent back to hell on earth. Say, Miss Adams, is that a clothesline above your bed? I see scraps of paper hanging from it, instead of clothes.
Yes, it is. When I get ideas, and I get them a lot, Nellie, I jot them down and pin them up there until I have a chance to think more about them.
A paper clothesline? That's funny. Can I take one down?
Of course.
Can I read it?
Of course, Nellie.
It says, I seek to live in a really living world and refuse to be content with a shadowy reflection of it.
How does that sound to you?
I like it. Gram and I used to talk like that a lot. She was teaching me how to live in fine society. But I never talk about those things no more. I mean, anymore. You see, Miss Adams.
forgetting how to talk. My gram said I spoke like an angel. I had pretty things to say that nobody would mock, but now I've gone straight to hell in Chicago. You don't need lots of words to get yourself across. Fancy talk won't get you very far. You gotta learn to cuss or even throw a punch if you walk home from work past a bar. I am forgetting how to walk. Toes pointed straight, a book on my head. A couple of years more I could have made the ladies gawk, but now I've gone straight to hell in Chicago. Can't walk like a lady in an alley full of rats, or when the bottom of my shoe falls apart. If Gram is looking down, I'm sure she's got a frown. I kick in with my skirts up like a tart.
Bravo, Nellie! What wonderful singing and dancing!
If it was up to me, I'd sing and dance every day. At my school in Rochester, I even starred in some plays.
The seminary could have learned a thing or two from your school, I think.
The what?
Rockford Female Seminary, where I was sent to school. Except for hymns, singing was strictly forbidden, and dancing was unheard of.
That's a silly rule. Singing and dancing is what we girls love best. Why, I could teach you to dance in no time.
Oh, my.
I'll show you. Stand up. My lady, please join me in the Schottische.
Oh, do ya see me dance the Schottische? Do ya see my petticoats fly? Do ya see me dance the Schottische? Do ya see my petticoats fly? We'll dance the Schottische in the hall. We'll dance the Schottische one and all. Put your left foot back and your right foot in. Spin me, lady, spin, spin, spin.
Nellie, don't spin me quite so fast. I'm not accustomed to dancing in my dressing gown, or at 1 a.m, for that matter.
You're doing fine, Miss Adams. Let's try another round.
Come on in, the door is open. Welcome to Whole House, neighbors and kin. Whatever you need, whatever you're hoping, Miss Jane Addams will welcome you in. We'll dance the Schottische in the hall at the Whole House settlement, one and all. Put your left foot back and your right foot in. Spin me, lady, spin, spin, spin. Spin me, lady, spin, spin, spin.
Thank you for the dance, Lady Jane.
It was my pleasure, Miss Nellie. The dance and your new words.
Hull House is worth singing about.
I wonder if Ellen would like to learn the Schottische. Oh, but she prefers the classics. Maybe Mary Smith, the new volunteer. She seems to warm to music.
I can teach you the country dances and the dance hall dances, too. And I know high kicking and the split.
So many talents at only 12 years of age. I'm sure your grandmother was charmed.
Not really. She always said, whistling girls and crowing hens always come to some bad end. She thought I was too high-spirited, which I am.
I'm high-spirited by nature too, Nellie. Promise you won't tell.
Miss Adams, your secrets are safe with me.
At the seminary, one of the girls got hold of a dangerous substance, opium. We crushed the pills and ate them, just for the fun of it. It made us quite sick. We had to have our stomachs pumped.
Oh!
And once I challenged a teacher, for a very valid reason, I might add, and our whole class was suspended for 3 days.
You were a mischief maker.
And I just scribbled a defiant poem in my friend's hymn book. Life's a burden, bear it. Life's a duty, dare it. Life's a thorn crown, wear it, and spurn to be a coward.
Say it again. I like it.
Life's a burden, bear it. Life's a duty, dare it. Life's a thorn crown, wear it, and spurn to be a coward.
I don't want to wear a thorn crown, though.
Neither do I. That was how I understood life at the time. Now I know that the thorn crown is poverty and abuse.
You can say that again. Did you get beat for your disobedience?
My father never laid a hand on me. My sisters thought he spoiled me. But my stepmother always disapproved of me. In fact, she still does.
Isn't she proud of what you're doing at Hull House?
Nellie, she has not visited once since we opened 5 months ago. She thinks what I'm doing is not respectable enough.
Respectable is as respectable does, I always say.
I like your candor, Nellie. I spend far too much time with the respectable class. They are so polite that half the time I can't figure out what they really mean.
No one's polite where I work, or respectable either for that matter.
Work, Nellie? Where's that?
Central Steam Laundry, 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, for a grand total of $2 a week.
12 years old, 12 hours a day, $2 a week. Outrageous. Nellie, you were cast into the churning sea, and Providence brought you to the shores of Hull House. I will be your protector from now on.
Maybe there are angels on earth, friends to the friendless. Can I call you Aunt Jane?
Yes, Nellie. We'll be like family. Now get in that little cot. Sleep well, and I'll wake you in time to get to work. Just think, you have a new little brother.
And you have learned to dance the Schottische, Aunt Jane.
Where's that damn food? I told her I'd want food. Food! Not a bowl of runny soup.
Make way! Hot brass coming. Stand clear while I shake off my overalls.
George, just 'cause you work in a brass foundry don't give you the right to shed bits of brass all over. You shake yourself off good before you come in here. The landlord don't want no bits of metal laying around.
You know I shake them off every night, Mother dear, and I will do it tonight. There. Clean as a whistle.
We don't want no eviction. 2 evictions is enough.
I believe there have been 3, Mother. Perhaps you might have a word with our father about that? Landlords do not enjoy seeing their rooms destroyed or furniture hurled out the windows. They don't like their properties visited by police called by frightened neighbors. And they don't like blood stains on the floor.
He don't do all that. At least not lately. Now let me eat.
Brother Gene, what fine victuals is our mother currently enjoying? Or, put in the vernacular, what's for dinner? I am famished.
Ah, curse this family. Wasted old dish rag.
Hear ye, hear ye. Behold today's fine slumgullion meal, fit for King Lear himself. Strap on your feed bag, Master George.
An aromatic bouquet. You are a cordon bleu, Chef Eugene.
Giuseppe had some extra onions at work and passed them around. I got 3.
And where, may I ask, is our lovely sister Nellie? Little Walter?
Walter's down for the night, and Nell got extra hours again. And we got an extra mouth to feed tonight. Beelzebub, or should I say our father, showed up about an hour ago, polluted as usual.
I thought I heard a familiar voice ranting and raving in the alley. So, he's back from his 3-week grand tour of Chicago's finest watering holes.
I'm a hungry man, damn it. Give me some real food.
Such talk. Gene, save plenty for your pa. He's expecting a big bowl.
Your best slumgullion ever, Gene. All the more so considering it was concocted by a lad of only 13 years old who spent the day dangling from scaffolds wielding a squeegee. You are a brother of many talents.
Takes one to know one, I'd say.
Lazy, good for nothing. I swing my axe all day.
Rehearsing his vast repertoire of curses, I discern.
Here's a napkin, Mother.
Walter's gonna call you Ma. And with all your cooking and cleaning, I should farm you out to cook when you're not washing windows, Gene. Maybe the high and mighty Jane Addams would hire you. The maiden ladies can't cook worth a damn.
Mother, since Nellie met her 2 years ago, Miss Addams and the other maiden ladies have given us many precious books, including the complete plays of William Shakespeare, my source for tonight's study of the plight of young Edgar, cast adrift as Tom o' Bedlam in the tragedy of King Lear. You will remember Nellie's outstanding performance earlier in the week?
I don't know how something like you came out of someone like me. But as long as you bring home your pay, I don't give a fiddler's fart. Go and be a highbrow with your plays, your ching-chong Japanese, your crazy Quo Vadis.
Food, Nell. Rats are running around inside my head and need a nip of fresh meat.
Finish up, Ma. There's plenty left for Pa.
Come in, Jim! And to think ladies not half so pretty as me make 10 times more just by opening their legs, and here I'm playing maidservants to a drunk. Why, May tells me that she can make a couple of dollars in an afternoon, and she's not even pretty.
Must we hear this? Your children.
Oh, and let's not forget Mr. Professor. What a disgrace. Instead of building a
Mother, when will you untether yourself from that lower life form for all our sakes?
I had the pick of the class. Turned heads. Still do, I might add. But what do I have to show for it? A 15-year-old tart always whining about her job. A highfalutin oddball who would grab a book over a beer. A bleeding heart window washer who cooks and cleans like a girl. And that tiresome 2-year-old. It's a wonder I look as good as I do.
Dear Mother, your slings and arrows will not hurt us. We shall survive and thrive. There's a big, brilliant world out there, and what a joy it is to explore it. Here is the bowl, dear Jean, with my heartfelt thanks for your cuisine. And now I rejoin young Edgar and bid you all farewell.
What falderall? Look at that. Hands clapped over his ears, bent over the damn book. He don't even know where he is now.
Once George hunkers down to read, he could miss a gas explosion.
Bring me food, damn it!
Your pa worked up an appetite making a boot rack from them boards you and George found.
A boot rack? All we're missing is the boots. Here, Ma. Here's Pa's bowl.
Oh, what's this? This bowl wouldn't feed a sparrow. Your dad is a big man, not a pipsqueak like you. Honor your father like the good book says.
For Pa, good book means it's a good book to throw at your kids.
Enough insolence! Fill the bowl to the top.
Here you go.
Now, something for Big Jim to wash it down. Take down the whiskey behind and pour him a glass.
Here.
Now, the snakes and rats are waiting to run up your skirts and tickle you. I command you to come.
It's your wife, Big Jim. Hold on. Here I come. If Walter stirs, you take that bottle, soak a cotton ball, not too much, mind you, and lay it under his nose like I showed you. You hear? Here I come, Big Jim.
Jeez, ever heard of holding your baby, lady? King Ratbrain sloshes around like a pig in a sty, and you always manage to watch over him. But do you ever remember your 4 kids? Hey, Nellie! Good thing you came in through the front door.
I don't like the alley this late. Why? Don't tell me Pa's here.
Yep, out back banging around. He stumbled in about an hour ago, polluted as usual.
Shouting for me, I suppose.
I told him you were working late, but he won't remember.
Walter asleep?
Down for the night. Too bad us big kids can't get a good night's rest.
And there's our dear scholar, hunched over his book, far away from here, at the Globe Theater.
Too bad we ain't got no education in our line, or George'd be a professor.
They say he recites poetry at the factory. Oh, Jean, I can't even lift my arms from folding sheets. All for this. 1 stinking nickel. Not even enough to buy a pickle. And speaking of pickles...
Here's your bowl, sis. I had to set it aside before the hungry hyenas got it.
I could eat a horse.
Sorry, no horse meat. No meat at all. In fact, just some potatoes, beans, cabbage, horseradish, and onions. A 3-onion slumgullion special.
You're a weak-livered bunch of ingrates.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky tonight and he'll pass out.
And never wake up. This is delicious, Jean. After 14 hours standing up, with nothing but tea and sugar, dry bread, and a couple of radishes, it's hard to say what'll get me first. Dropping dead from hunger, or getting beat to death by Pa. Think George will let me play Cordelia again? Or has he moved on to a new play?
No, he's still leering.
So, did Ma clean at that new gentleman's hotel again today?
You mean the one that ain't seen a gentleman yet? Yep. The Friendship Hotel for single men. Scrubbing floors ain't the main activity, that's for sure. And that other scrub woman, May, is putting ideas in Ma's head.
It figures. Did she leave Walter with the D'Angelos again?
Yep. Kid's gonna sing opera and play the accordion before he speaks a word of English. I gave them some potatoes and onions when I picked him up. Prego and grazie. The 2 magic words.
I want food. Real food. Not a bowl of runny soup delivered by an old hag. A working man needs something to sink his teeth into. This ain't enough to fill the belly of a bird.
I take it Ma's out back too?
Yep. Pouring more demon drink into his pie hole.
Demon is the word.
This slum is runny, you bloody bitch. And where's Nell? I want Nell, not you, hag. You know that. I want to look at her. The rats in my head like to tickle her. Where are those nails?
I'll get him, Jim. Just hold on.
Ah, you've been in enough trouble, you washed-up scrub woman. I told you to bring the girl. The rats up here in my brain are running around looking for her.
Boys, here comes your father. At attention.
Quick, Nell, get under the bed. And take your bowl.
Oh God, Jean, don't let him know I'm here.
Give me some real food, weakling. And where are the nails? Where's Nell?
She's working late, Pa.
Let's get your dad another bowl, Jim. Fill up a bowl for your father.
Pasty face, you can't cook worth a damn. I swing my axe all day. I come home expecting a tuck-in and get nothing but a watery bowl of slosh.
Sorry, Pa.
Well, if it ain't Mr. Professor slumping in his chair. Hand me down those nails, boy, you hear?
I'll get 'em, Pa. Just put down the hammer, and I'll get 'em for you.
Answer me when I speak, book boy. Too busy to help your pa? Dough-faced misfit? Read this hammer, then! You good for nothing. How about you read my kicks?
Oh, Jesus! His head! George is bleeding out of his head.
Shut up! No one passes through this door. You hear? No doctors, no police, no do-gooders, no neighbors. I'm going down to the corner, and when I get back, we'll have a session with the straps, slum boy. And I'm looking for the girl, too. You tell her that I aim to see her, or else.
Oh, God, Jordan. What has he done to you?
Oh, George! George! Oh, look at the blood! Oh, God, he's unconscious!
So you're hiding under the bed, Nellie? Hiding away when your dad calls for you? Well, you can hide, but you can't escape.
Ma, look at George!
And where's that nickel?
Here's your nickel. George needs to go to the hospital.
You two stay put. No one's coming in here, and he ain't going nowhere. Get some rags and sit him up. See what happens when you read too much?
You've been listening to St. Jane and the Wicked Wicks, an audio musical, written, composed, and produced by Kristin Lems, directed by Douglas Post, music direction by Diana Lawrence, piano arrangements and performance by Tom Cortese, mixed and edited by Dan Dietrich, featuring Rebecca Keeshan as Nellie Wicks, Kathy Cowan as Jane Addams, Monica Saflick as Ellen Gates Starr, Maddie Sachs as Julia Lathrop, Patrick Burns as George Wicks, Therese Harold as Addie Wicks, Frankie Leo Bennett as Jean Wicks, and John B. Lean as Jim Wicks.